technology is looked at itself as a man, not as a means to an end. It's teaching. Schools are equipped with technological tools, but not used for the right ends. I don't know if you would agree with that. So his question was about what do you think that teachers lack, and how can teachers overcome this problem? Maybe you can comment if this is the same in your country as well.
Yes, definitely. This is one of the major problems in the developing country of Myanmar. So in my case, in my school, there are computer room. There is a computer room with 24 computers. But the computer room is only used for IT lesson. The English teacher and the language teacher, they don't know how to use for the language learning. So I think when now I'm here, I have learned so many things from the language. So this is the reason why I'm doing this project. To share my knowledge and about the effectiveness of technology to them, to let them know that there are so many resources and information out there for them. So I think we can do some workshops and training and to introduce some of these tools. And also I think the support of the students in the help of them to can just maybe handle that step by step because they can easily.
Very wonderful. I love that you're planning to go back to your school and train other teachers to try to solve this problem, right? Which is that sometimes English language teachers may not know how to use it. That's really wonderful. Okay, great. Well, thank you. I'm so happy that we're able to get questions from out there. So thank you, Teresa, for giving us the question from Rose. And also thank you, Redwan, for posting your question. I'm really glad for that. I have a few more shout outs to make to different people who've logged on. So first, I would like to say a warm hello to Nasifa Mayer from Afghanistan. She was one of my students in the TEYL course back in 2005, and she's joined us. Also, Truth Mohammed from Saudi Arabia, welcome. I also would like to say a warm welcome to Elena Babina from Gukhin, Russia, who I had the chance to meet in Gukhin, so welcome. We have another e-teacher summer alum from 2011, Victoria Astankova from Kamchatka, Russia. Welcome and thanks for joining us, Victoria. We also have a few other people, Guna Mamadova and Enas Ben Yunus. Please let us know what countries you're coming from. I also have another alum from Morocco, an alum from our e-teacher course, Mubarak Ekadar from Morocco. And I have a comment from Karim Mosba from Tunisia, who is a good friend and colleague of one of our participants here, Chowki. And he wanted to say about how much he loves to teach English in the primary school by using songs and games, and he also finds Facebook useful, and so he wanted to share that comment with everyone. So thank you for that comment. Okay, so we're going to get ready for our next speaker. So we'll just take one moment of a break to get ready for our next presenter.
Where is it?
It's connected to the wires. I can only like it's like only like so if you want to be on camera, sit over there.
No, I will my presentation.
Yeah, personally, I keep rotating.
to introduce our next presenter. So this is Hicham MAHDA from Morocco, and he is a high school teacher in Rabat. And he took the Methods 1 course at UMBC, which is also known as Survey of Best Teaching Practices in TESOL. And he's going to be talking about effective classroom management for Moroccan high school EFL teachers. So everybody, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, dear e-teacher scholars and viewers from all over the world. Before I start my presentations, I want each one of you to hold his or her hand like this, because you are going to recite after me the Swazian Solomon warning before I start presentation. Okay, repeat after me. Don't believe a word I say.
Don't believe a word I say.
Don't believe a word you hear.
Don't believe a word you hear.
Don't believe anything that you read.
Don't believe anything that you read.
Until you think about it.
Until you think about it.
Personalize it.
Personalize it.
And try it out.
And try it out.
So this is the core slogan that I will use before I start presenting my workshops back in my country. As you can see, my workshop is about effective classroom management for Moroccan high school teachers. And by the way, I would like to give special thanks to University of Oregon, UMBC, and Moroccan Relo for giving me the chance to be here and present in front of you and let the whole world, see me sharing my presentation. But before we get here, I would like to give you the main idea on how I'm structuring my presentation. My presentation is divided into 3 parts. The first part, I will talk about some specific information or specifications about my presentation. The second part, I'm going to mention the goals of my presentation. And the third part, I will share a sample activity that I'm going to use to evaluate one of my objectives during the workshops that I'm going to deliver once back to my country. So, as a start, I want you to reflect on the following questions. What are the marks of a good teacher? While thinking, I want you to have a look at this picture while thinking. So I will take the role of the lady, and you are the headmaster of the school where I'm working. Can you help me, Mrs. Martin? This wasn't covered in any of my education courses. So, from this picture, what are the marks of a good teacher? And pay attention to the background. At the door, and students are missing up inside the classroom. 1 minute the same. After you hear the bell, I want 1 or 2 participants to answer. Yes?
I think it's going to be all about classroom management, which is regularly a meeting.
Yes.
I think it's going to be about classroom management.
So you are right, but this is a general term. So there are a lot of stuff included in classroom management. Another one? Yes. Yes. Discipline is only a part of classroom management. There are a lot of things that we should consider when dealing or when applying classroom management things. Basically, yes, authority. Yes, teacher should have some authority.
Empathy is a very important quality of people classroom management.
Indeed. Time is up. Fine. You will have the chance to participate in the next activity. Basically, I will show you 3 main marks for a good teacher. They are mine. You are not obliged to share the same opinion with me. The first mark is that a good teacher is the one who is in control of his material, in control of his environment, and in control of his classroom atmosphere. So basically, we have to combine all the 3 components in order to have a good and effective classroom management. Now, I'm going to start talking about some specifications concerning my project development workshop. So time is now. Now what? To bring teaching knowledge to my colleagues in my country. So these are the main components. So please pay attention to details. Target participants in my country will be mainly pre-service teachers as well as in-service teachers. But my target or my main focus will be on these people, pre-service teachers. The host, basically there are three host institutions which I'm going to use to deliver my presentations or my workshops. The first host is INES, École Normale Supérieure Rabat. It's a governmental training school. We teachers train in these institutions to work in public schools. The second host is British Council Morocco, and the third host is faculty education in the capital, Rabat. The program, so it will be 1 day program during 2 days, the 20th, 21st, and 23rd of March. So I will have enough time, 2 months, approximately 2 months to prepare for the presentation and prepare the materials and documents that I'm going to use. Now I'm going to talk about the goals of my workshop. Basically, there are three goals. The first one, introduce participants to the best classroom management practices, improve participants' ability to develop and to practice classroom management strategies, enable participants to apply classroom management techniques to their large classes. Clear? Yes. Now, let's go to sample activity that we are going to do together. This activity is divided into two. I want you to imagine that you are in an airport or in a train station or in a large market. And consider these three places as a large classroom. So these are the questions that I want you to reflect on. First question, how such places are physically organized? Are they effective at moving large numbers of people quickly? How is information about navigating through these places communicated, both at the group and at the individual level? Last question is, what are some typical traveler behaviors that facilitate travel or working, shopping in a marketplace, and what are some problematic behaviors, such as navigation, disturbing others, etc. So you have 1 minute and a half, let's say 2 minutes to think about the question.
Okay.
Can walk instead. I will with you.
Oh, you're all alone?
He's my partner.
Oh, yeah. So you know all the answers.
Time is up. Now it's time for sharing. Yes? Anyone?
in those pictures of those places. So if we look how other people manage experienced people, then we could better understand what can be applied to manage our classes. So reflecting on those places, I came to the conclusion that actually the designers of such places, they follow logical steps people would make while navigating those places. As an example, imagine yourself having to buy a ticket to the box office, then logically you would be looking for the entrance to where to board the train, right? You're not going to be expected to travel to navigate from there to a school, bookstore, or to a restaurant. There should be a way to the platform, right? So that's one thing. Another thing is, like you asked about disturbing others and whatever. People are walking along, but some people are waiting so they should get past to walk and arrest them. Everything is labeled, information is announced, and also there are some people who answer questions. That's my observation. And I like your activity very much.
Thank you. Yes. So as Valentina said, there are certain rules and signposts. These signposts, considered as signposts that organizes these public places. So very important to include these in our classroom. So we are, as the authority, we have to design our classrooms in such a way that students can follow the rules. If anyone breaks the laws, we go to punish them, not by beating them, but by giving them positive or what we call behavior punishment, yes, punishment. Okay, or rewards, yes, for those who obey the laws. Now, your aim is go. Now it's time for introduction and try to apply what you have learned right now into your classroom. So try to imagine a classroom of 50 or 75 students. Do you think some of the answers to the questions might apply to that situation? Explain your answer. Try to use specific examples. 1 minute? 1 minute. Yes, somebody share. These are the ideas. How can you apply what you have learned? Yes.
I think that applying group work is the best way for managing such college or lab classes. That's what I apply in my lab classes in university. So dividing the students into groups will be so beneficial for saving time.
This is one way of organizing the classroom. Thank you.
Thank you, Ahmed. And then I wanted to ask you a question. When you organize the living groups, what do you actually do? How is actually doing part of what you're doing? And how does it affect what classroom you
Yes, I certainly have certain activities for each group to do, and then give a limited time for the activity to be done. in the groups,
Yes, that's right. Group work keeps students busy, so they have no chance to talk. They talk, but it is a positive talk.
noise.
It was the task. Somebody else?
Yes.
Volunteer. Yeah. Yes.
Just wanted to add that having students work in groups is very good and can be organized better if we assign certain roles to each of the students and really encourage them to work cooperatively and contribute to doing the task in their individual ways.
Assigning roles or giving each student color card. So each color means a role. So whenever the teacher pulls out the card, the one who has the same card start talking or start writing.
I would like to step back from role or group work and come back to your allergies you were trying to build at the beginning. I think when we speak, I unfortunately I was not exposed to teaching such big number of students, but I'm trying to reflect on this. So I think the idea is like to distribute kind of to assign seats and ask them sit in their places. Second, to establish a kind of ritual